Hey everybody, welcome to my wiki vlog. I hope everybody is well. It's been a while, so I just thought I would come on and say hello to everybody and see how everybody is doing. I have been pretty much a hermit for the past 2 weeks. Normally I will go outside around 2:30 to go sit out on the front porch with all the ladies and guys, but I have just been, I don't know, for some reason this month hit me harder than the previous years. As you all know, my husband passed away on June 19th, 2013. And for some reason this year just hit me harder. I'm not really sure why. I just don't know. But just a lot of mad and sad feelings this year. Mad about losing Elizabeth, sad about losing Dave. So many things could have been different. The medical care in East Tennessee left a lot to be desired, and he didn't have to be as sick as he was because he did not have a good physician who could have caught the pneumonia that he wound up with that eventually just caused everything else to shut down. So, yeah, it's just been a very strange month, and I'm glad that June's over with. But the thoughts still linger, the anger at the medical care, the anger at people who knew that Elizabeth was going to be taken and didn't tell us. Just stuff like that has just, I don't know why my emotions are so strong this year. I don't get it. Because this is really the happiest I've been in a long time. But, when you think about it, things could have gone so much different if things were better. But anyhow, that's kind of what's been going on with me. I've just been not in the mood, I've just been in the house and just sleeping all the time. I've been watching TikToks and watching YouTube. And I do that in the bed because I don't have a couch, and then I wind up falling asleep. So I wind up sleeping probably 15, 16 hours a day, which probably isn't good for me. But I have been going out in the evenings. As you know, I'm a night owl, so lots of times I will be up till 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I'll probably fall asleep around 5 or 6, and then I'll wake up at 1:30, have some food, then I come back to bed and watch more YouTube and TikTok, and then I fall asleep again. So that's kind of my boring life here in Vermont. It was hotter than Haiti about 2 weeks ago. It was in the 90s every day. It was really hot. This week was a little bit less hot, but kind of humid. So, but going out in the evenings really is the best time when it's this hot outside. So I've been outside a couple of nights this week, hanging out with the girls in the back. It's funny, we have 2 different groups, okay? There's a group that hangs out in the front during the day, then they go in. And then there's a group that hangs out in the back, and then they all go in about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So it's kind of funny, I think every place has their own cliques, and it's kind of funny with the gossip that goes around, The people up front gossip about the people in the back, and the back gossip about the front, and it's just, I love it though. It entertains me. Oh my goodness. And like I've told everybody, I just try to get along with everybody. I try not to judge, and there are some people here who really like to judge, and there's no changing their minds about anything. So it's like, okay, you can just feel the way you feel. But to me, I just roll with the punches, I spent 99% of my life being a coward and never speaking up for myself. Um, so since Dave passed, I'm a lot stronger than I used to be. You know, I actually speak up now, and I'm not a wuss anymore. So I've become a lot stronger. I guess something like that does make you stronger, you know. All the anger that was pent up against the medical community over him has just made me a lot stronger. Um, I've been through a lot in my life, and it's just amazing how I've come through all of this without too much trouble. So, anywho, that's kind of what I've been doing. Miss Winnie is doing good. She is still going out in the hallway around 2 a.m. Tonight we were out in the hallway, and one of the neighbors was making some noise in her apartment, and she jumped and I jumped, and then she went upstairs to upstairs. She likes to go to the top of the stairs and just lay there. If you used to watch my videos when I lived over on Randolph Road in Morrisville, we had a stairway that went up to another apartment, and she just loved to sit at the top of the stairway, and it took me forever to get her down from the stairs. So now what I do is I take my phone with me, and I sit down on the bench right in the foyer there, and I just wait on her to come down. Me going up and down the stairs is not a good idea because of my balance problems. And I've got something else going on with my leg right now. I'm hoping it's not a blood clot. Started getting pain about a week ago. I was doing my walks every day, and I felt great. I felt like I was toning up and losing a few pounds. And then all of a sudden, I started getting this pain in the front of my leg, right below my knee. And I thought maybe it was my arthritis, but the fact that it's getting so swollen and very, very painful. There were a couple of nights this week that I was almost near crying because it hurt so bad. And so I finally called the doctor, and she wanted me to come in that day, and I couldn't because I don't have a car, and I have to use our local transportation to get to the doctor. So she said, okay, we've scheduled you for Tuesday, but if it gets any worse, I want you to call an ambulance and go to the hospital because you probably need an ultrasound to make sure it's not a blood clot. It does hurt for me to sit like this, but tonight it's not as bad as it was. So I'm hoping it's just something else. I don't know. I had a blood clot way back in the 70s, and I couldn't even walk on my leg, I remember. So fingers crossed that everything is okay there. But we do need to figure out what's going on with it because there's been no injury or anything. So it's always a little bit worrisome when something like that happens, you know. But hopefully that'll be okay. I am resting. She told me to rest, keep my leg up, and I have. It's usually when I'm sitting like this or my leg is dangling off the bed that I start getting pain, like all around my leg, not just the front, but all the way around to the back. So just gonna have to keep an eye on that. I've got new insurance this month. I got a phone call from an insurance agent a couple of weeks ago, and she was offering me all these new Medicare Advantage plans, and I switched over to United Healthcare, and it seems to have much better benefits. There is no premium. The one I had before had no premium as well, and I get more dental with this. So I've got to get online and see who I can go to for my poor teeth to see what can be done to salvage any of these teeth. I don't know. They're getting real bad. So I'm happy about that. That's a good thing. And that's pretty much it. Next week, this is kind of weird because I'll be here a year in November, but they're already recertifying for the year. So I have to do that next week, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know why she does it so early, but maybe it takes a while to get the paperwork through because this is a HUD apartment building. So that'll be interesting. The only thing that's changed is my income, you know, how the Social Security goes up every year. So my rent will go up a little bit, but not too much. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm doing really well. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with me. I have not been singing this week. I think I sang one night, and I haven't been in the mood, you know, with the leg hurting and the constant tiredness. I did it one time this week, and the rest of the time I just didn't. You know, Saturdays are usually pretty busy. Lots of times I'll go on to 3 or 4 sing streams, but not today. I just didn't feel like it. So it is 5 a.m., but like I say, I got up around 6 this morning. I had some food, went back to sleep, woke up about 2 o'clock, and I just hung around for a little bit. Then I went back to the bed and fell asleep again. I woke up about 9 o'clock, like I always do, and I've been up since then. So now it's almost 6 a.m., and I'm sure I'll be hitting the sack in an hour or two. So, other than that, um, I've kind of given up on well, not given up, but I'm not going to be worrying about trying to lose weight. It's such an uphill battle with weight, you know. Try not to overeat. That's all I could do. Just try not to overeat and try not to get any bigger than I am. I think this is probably the most I've ever weighed in my entire life. I had gotten up to 295 one time, and then I lost the 40 pounds, and then I've kind of pretty much, I haven't put it all back on. I think I put on another maybe 30, 35 pounds. So I'm really, you know, I think the air fryer is going to help a lot with the calories because I won't be, you know, having hamburgers and grease and cooking with butter and all that. So I just love that air fryer. It's just amazing. I love my hamburgers. It makes great frozen French fries. Yeah, I know, shouldn't be eating French fries, but I love French fries. And I got a whole pack of chicken tenders, and I put my special sauce on them. It's basically just ketchup and honey and soy sauce. And then I put the chicken in that, and then I bread them, and I put them in, and they came out so tender. I was like, are these cooked through? Because they're so tender, but they really were tender, and they were cooked through, so it was really, really good. So I made a whole bunch of them. So I have a couple of meals for the next couple of days. So I've got a huge box of Honey Nut Cheerios over there, so I'm pretty well set for food for the next couple of weeks. And I've finally did a makeup video. I haven't been very motivated for the makeup videos for some reason. I think it's just with leg and all, you know, everything that's been going on. But I finally did one yesterday, so I'll have one for this coming Monday. And I'm waiting on a couple of e.l.f. products that I ordered. They've got a new foundation out that I want to try, so I'm going to do that for my next video once that comes in. That should be coming in the next couple of days. So I ordered a foundation and I ordered another cream eyeshadow. I love the cream eyeshadows. They are amazing. I have reviewed those here on my channel before, and I love it. It's just great. And I think that's about it. My Ipsy bag should be coming soon, probably this week sometime. And I've got a couple of makeup items in there. Plus, I added on a few. I think I added on a highlighter. There's a bronzer coming. There's an eyeshadow palette coming. So I'll have some good content for the next week or two on my makeup videos. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this week. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope and pray that everybody is safe with the fires in California. There's so much going on with weather these days. It's just been a very, very horrible year for weather. So everybody stay safe. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.